In the cozy little village of Snuggleton, where clouds drifted like marshmallows and birds sang lullabies all day long, there lived a fluffy orange cat named Clementine. Now, Clementine was not just any cat. She was a very serious napper. At least, she used to be. You see, for 7 years straight, Clementine had been crowned the nap champion of Snuggleton. She napped on windowsills. She napped in warm laundry. She once fell asleep mid-meal. But one Tuesday morning, something terrible happened. She couldn't nap. She tried the sunny windowsill. Too bright. She tried the laundry basket. Too bumpy. She even tried snuggling next to Grandma Gertie's ticking wall clock, which usually knocked her out in seconds. But today, nothing. Clementine blinked, tossed, turned. She flopped dramatically onto her side. "What's happening to me?" she cried. "Am I awake?" Her best friend, a cheeky mouse named Marvin, who wore socks on his ears for warmth, peeked out from his hole. "You look very unnappy." "I feel unnappy," wailed Clementine. Marvin nodded wisely. "Maybe you've got a case of the wiggle whistles." "The what?" "The wiggle whistles. It happens when you've got too many thoughts dancing in your brain." Clementine gasped. "But I like dancing thought." "Yes, but they don't like naps." Clementine needed help. She trotted across Snuggleton, with a dramatic scarf flapping behind her, even though it wasn't cold, asking everyone how to fix her no-nap situation. First, she visited Professor Paws, an owl who wore glasses and lived in a book tower. "Try reading a boring book," he hooted. "Here's one on the history of socks." Clementine opened it. Page 1. "In the beginning, socks were not socks at all, but..." Snore. "Oh, wait. No. Ow. False alarm." She had only blinked. Next, she tried Yogi Yak, a yoga instructor who taught classes to ducks. "Do a stretchy pose," said Yogi Yak. "Balance your fluff." Clementine tried. She twisted. She turned. She fell over. Then she got stuck. "Not relaxing." She grunted. Her tail looped over her ear. Finally, she visited Grandma Gertie, the kind old lady who adopted her from the shelter years ago. Gertie made a cup of chamomile tea, with extra honey, and sat beside Clementine on the couch. "Maybe," said Gertie, stroking her fur, "you're just trying too hard. Sometimes when we chase rest, it runs away." Clementine blinked. "So, if I stop trying to nap, I'll nap." Gertie smiled. "Something like that. But I have a title to defend." Clementine wailed. "What if I never nap again? What if I stay awake forever and start wearing shoes and driving cars and..." "Clementine," Gertie laughed gently. "You're a cat." "Oh, right." That night, Clementine climbed up to her favorite lookout spot on the roof. The moon was glowing softly. Fireflies blinked in the garden. Somewhere in the distance, Marvin played his kazoo badly. And Clementine sat. She didn't fight sleep. She didn't chase it. She just listened. to the breeze, to the chirps, to her own purring. And something magical happened. She yawned. A big one. A tail-twitching, ear-flopping, soul-hugging yawn. Then she curled up, tucked her paws under her chin, and drifted into the deepest, dreamiest, drooliest nap of her life. The next morning, the town of Snuggleton celebrated. "Clementine is back!" cheered Marvin. 3 cheers for the nap queen, sang the duck yoga group. Clementine didn't say much. She just stretched, gave a happy purr, and said, "Naps aren't just about where you lie down. They're about letting go." Everyone blinked. That was very wise. Marvin whispered to the ducks, "She says smart things when she's half asleep." From that day on, whenever someone in Snuggleton had trouble sleeping, they visited Clementine, not for fancy advice, but to sit beside her and breathe. Some sat, some snored, some brought tea, but all left feeling a little more rested. Sometimes, the harder we try to force rest, happiness, or peace, the further it slips away. But when we slow down, breathe, and stop chasing, it often finds us on its own.